Hi guys, welcome to the Woman Agenda. This is obviously Raj, your host and founder. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. And we are going to be talking. We have so much to cover, so much to talk about. We will be talking about a new music act, Twain, the music Twin Sisters. We're talking about that coming up. I just want to mention the reason why I've not done many videos recently is because mentally and physically I've not been right, unfortunately. You've seen I'm doing a few interviews, but I've not done as many videos as I usually do. And the reason is simple and simple. Mentally and physically, I've not been focused. I've not been right. And the reason for that is, as you guys know, this is my hobby. I love doing this every week. But my main profession obviously is in the office. I work for a company, but there has been some problems, issues there, which has affected me and has made that stress which I've not had for so many years come back. Um, Obviously, I've had anxiety, I've had stress, I've had sleepless nights, and have had to drink 4 cups of coffee per day. I did think about drinking some energy drinks and stuff, but I've tried them previously when I did have stress so many years back. That's not worked. So then, when I got an email from Magic Mind, and they said, we have something here which reduces stress. So I went on to the Magic Mind website. I checked it out, and it looked good. And I said, okay, let's do this. So I tried the Magic Mind, small bottles, and I'm like, what these bottles gonna do? They're very small, the miniature. I'm used to having these massive energy drinks and stuff, and magic cups of coffee. But I was yawning and stuff, so I thought, okay, let's give it a try. They said try it for try at least 3 bottles and stuff. Then tell us what you think. I tried it, and to my amaze, I've stopped yawning. I'm not stressing now. I'm feeling more focused, and it's improved myself mentally. I'm more mentally on the job, like I usually am. So it's reduced my fatigue, reduced my stress, which I've been wanting to do. I've been doing Tai Chi for that reason, but obviously I'm still getting stress, but that's helped my stress. My stress is less now. Feeling more energy, feeling that extra kick, which I usually have. And I need the kick seems to have come back. The amazing thing about Magic Mind with this is, which I've noticed, they have this special herb. This herb, which I love herbs, and being Asian, that's something which we integrate all the time. We'd always love talking about herbs, and this herb is called rhodiola. Hopefully, I pronounce this right, because I'm not good at my pronunciation. It's rhodiola rosea. So rhodiola rosea is called. It's a herb. It's a very, very great herb which helps reducing stress and and improves mental endurance, which is exactly what I need. Now, the fantastic thing with this product is, and you will notice this, and you can tell me if you've not if this is not helped you with stress and other mental endurance and so much more. This Magic Mind product does. If you can tell us, because we've seen it help so many others in this. You will see the Kardashians, how is Magic Mind has helped them. The famous ones with the reality show. And what do you do? How do you get the discounts? You get the discount through the Woman Agenda podcast. Like it helps female artists or music artists. We help you with the massive discount, which you can only have here, only on the Woman Agenda podcast. It's magicmind.com/woman agenda. That's magicmind.com/woman agenda. The special link which you need to follow. So don't go to magicmind.com, just go to magicmind.com/woman agenda. Enter this special code, which is Raj 20. That's Romeo Alpha Juliet. The code on here on the screen, Raj 20. Enter the code in and get your limited 56% off. That's right. No, I'm not joking. Limited 56% off your first subscription and 20% off a one-time purchase with the unique this code, unique Raj20 code. Yeah. So that's magicmind.com/woman agenda. Enter this special code Raj20 for your 56% off your subscription and 20% off your one-time purchase with this special code. And you will see the benefits on there. Now I've been drinking 4 cups of coffee. I have reduced this to 3 now, and I'm not feeling the urge. I'm a caffeine guy. I drink caffeine tea, coffee all day long when I'm working, but now I'm drinking it only 3 times per day, which is better for me because I'm drinking something which is natural, no added preservatives, no added ingredients. Everything is natural with Magic Mind, and it helps you, and you will see the benefits when you drink this. You will see the benefits straight away kicking in, and after you've had the third bottle, you'll be there laughing all the way to the bank. You'll be loving it like I'm loving it. Hi guys, a very, very good afternoon to everyone. This is Raj from the Woman Agenda podcast. Hope you guys are having a fantastic time. Just a quick video coming up after this is the amazing Dahlia Wakefield premiere of the chat only on the Woman Agenda podcast. Check it out where she talks about the Dirt Road Angels group, which she's a part of, a member of. She's part of so many members. She talks about shania twain, so much stuff. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we have a live interview tomorrow with amazing Lisa Smith. Laura Smith tomorrow, of a writer of amazing book. So she talks about her book only on the Woman Agenda podcast. So that's happening tomorrow. All is now lost. The book is called All is Now Lost. That is happening only on the Woman Agenda podcast. That is happening tomorrow. That will be live 7 p.m. only on the Woman Agenda podcast. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, click on the notification channel, and it is Dahlia Wakefield.
Places like I got to love Taylor Swift, I love
Very, very good evening here. It's Raj from the Woman Agenda podcast. We have a very special recording artist, Dahlia Wakefield here. How are you doing, Dahlia?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. Not too bad, thank you. Yeah, I was obviously checking some of the stuff which you've done. Obviously, you sent me some information, and obviously, I was checking obviously the website which we will display as well. And yeah, I mean, talk us about obviously you come from a very rural place called Maidstone. Talk us about how was that and how did you get into music?
Well, my mom is such a music lover, and she would always just play music whenever, we didn't really watch much TV. but there was always music on, and she listened to a variety of music from, the Beatles to the Carpenters to Tanya Tucker to Loretta Lynn, pop, rock, country. So I was subjected to a wide variety of music, and I really like that. And it's basically the music that I perform in a lot of my bands right now, especially my cover bands. But growing up, my mom really did encourage the music. I used to sing with my sister Delsa at every anniversary, special event, funeral, wedding. And so that kind of got us used to performing. And so I kind of always knew that I wanted to be a singer. And so, like, I would sing in my bedroom into my, my hairbrush, pretending it was a microphone. And so, so I decided that I would actually go for it. I started a band, and I really liked that, but I wanted more. So I decided to go to Grant McEwen in Edmonton to attend formal music school. I majored in vocal performance, and I made a lot of really great connections and some best friends that I still continue to work with and I connect with to this day. And so I am a multifaceted artist. I wear a lot of hats, from managing to booking to, doing harmonies and just, but overall, I'm probably in, well, I don't know, 5 bands, I think, and a few duos. And yeah, music is my life. And I love it.
So was this always that you would be appearing in bands, and or did you ever think, okay, I need to do some solo stuff?
Well, that's that's it right there. I did, when I graduated, I was trying to find the right band, and I just kind of couldn't. So I decided to write my own music, and I finally got a grant to put out my own stuff. And I put out 3 albums. But I never really toured with any of them. They were just kind of bodies of work. But now I've been writing music that really resonates with my soul, and I really want to get that music out really soon. Um, I am part of the Dirt Road Angels. That is a country rock group, and we do write some of our own originals. And I really enjoy singing harmonies with them and being part of that collective.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I really want to get my own music out there soon, because it is a passion of mine to get my messages across as well.
Yeah, and I was gonna mention that, like you said, Dirt Road Agents. I was checking some of the work they were doing, and they are very famous, are they? They're like doing a lot of stuff, a lot of music.
We have a lot of music. Yes, we do. We work. I think we've released 3 albums and many singles, and we're actually working on a decade of dirt tour right now. We've been together for 10 years, and
Wow.
so we're doing some big shows, and hopefully maybe we'll tour in the UK. You never know.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Coming to the UK,
Yeah.
definitely. That would be great to see. Um, yeah, I mean, obviously, like you said, you've done a lot of stuff, a lot of music, and we'll mention your website, which is on here as well. This is your website, official website, dahliawakefield.com, and everyone do check it out. And if you obviously check the video later on, do check it out at dahliawakefield.com. Very in-depth website, gives all the information about how you got into music. So why does it say that? I was a bit intrigued that you've you don't. It says you're a bit of country, but then you're more of a rock. Uh, so how did that come with the mix of 2 music genres? Genres. Yeah.
Well, growing up, we had pop rock country or pop rock radio station. And then all of a sudden it changed format to country. So then I was kind of forced to listen to that because there was no streaming on demand at that time or satellite radio. So that's what I listened to. And so I grew to love country music. And then some of my friends like to go to the country bar, the trail side. And while I was in college, and so I thought, okay, well, I'll learn how to two-step and join them. And I actually loved singing the songs of like say Martina McBride, Faith Hill, Shania Twain. Shania Twain is a really big influence because she does
Wow.
not only country but rock as well, and so she's been a big influence in my music, and I do perform a lot of her songs. But but I am a rocker at heart, and so I have a band called Dahlia and the Villains, and we do pop, rock, and country. I have a band called Kerosene that does hard rock. I have a metal band called Shocker. I have a heart tribute band called Brigade, and of course, the Dirt Road Angels is my country rock group. So I can satisfy every single genre. I just don't have an R&B group yet. Maybe one day.
How do you manage so many groups though? How does that work?
I'm pretty organized. I try to. That is. I don't have a day job. Music is my life. I do teach on the side as well, but I also sing solo at retirement homes, and I enjoy that greatly. So I get to sing the oldies, the songs that I don't get to sing in bands. So a lot of Patsy Cline, a lot of Louis Armstrong and Etta James. So that's kind of older stuff I really enjoy as well.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the retirement homes and how did that happen? The retirement homes? How did that?
Well, to be honest, if I look back, my mom was the one who got me and my sisters to perform at retirement homes, but she also she also would dress us up in Hawaiian costumes and
Wow.
sing Hawaiian music. And I said, Mom, why are we doing this? We're not even Hawaiian. So that was kind of really interesting time period. But so I got my start, way back then. And but then, I never did it for a very long time until I started Cooper Studios. That was my first teaching job. And the owner, Jack Cooper, had set me up with a bunch of retirement homes to sing in. And so I really enjoyed that. But it was really when my friend David, he needed a sub for all these shows. And I thought, okay, what's the worst that could happen? They won't like me and never book me back again. But I loved it and they loved it. And I've been doing it ever since.
Wow. That is I bet the experience of doing stuff like that it's nice for them as well. So seeing such a big music
Yeah.
and performing for them, it must be a nice experience for them for those
It
guys.
is like it. Sometimes it's very, it's very heartwarming to me to see them get up and dance, or
Yeah.
and sometimes they cry, and I just that really touches my heart. But I also can't watch them because then I'll start crying. And there's this one time recently I sang I can't even remember what song, maybe it was What a Wonderful World, and this couple, they got up to sing, or just sorry, to dance, and this little girl, she just got up and started dancing along with them. But not only was she dancing with them, she had this little toy violin and she was pretending to serenade them. It was so cute. It was so
Yeah.
cute. So yeah, I just and then there's some people who will sit there stone faced, and then you think that they hate it, but then they'll come up to you and say, "Oh my God, you sounded so beautiful, and I loved every moment." So you never know.
Wow.
But and then there's some that just are just not that into music, and then they just leave, and so that's fine too.
You can't please everyone, can you? Really?
That's right. But you
Mm.
hit the nail on the head right there. You can't please everyone, but I like to try. So that's why Dahlia and the Villains performs such a wide range of music, and that's how we usually get into all the casinos. So, because they're not. We just, if I can do it, why not, right? If I can sing a whole bunch of different genres, why not? Sky's the limit.
And anyone in rock which you were inspired with? Any female rock singer?
Oh, yes, definitely Heart. I do have a tribute band named
Yeah.
Brigade, and so just Ann Wilson's voice. It's just her voice. She sings from her soul, and that just grabbed me. Also, Canadian artist Amanda Marshall. I love her. She's very soulful and bluesy. I like those soulful, bluesy, rocky voices.
Yeah.
Alana Miles, Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac. I just, even Deborah Harry from Blondie. The list goes on. Pat Benatar for sure. Yeah, she's definitely. I love my 80s.
I've chatted to a few female artists, and a lot of them do mention Stevie Nicks. They do definitely mention her. They're one of her name does come up. When they're mentioning who they who do they listen to and they inspire. They definitely, yeah. Absolutely. Then I guess you realize how they've inspired people, with their music, with how they don't. So how long you been singing for then? How long has it been?
I believe I was singing in the womb, so a very long time. My mom put me on a stage when I was 5 years old, so
Wow.
I've been singing a long time, over 30 years.
I can't even remember what I was doing when I was 5.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh my word!
It though. It
But,
was
but
terrifying.
were you terrified? Were you terrified?
I
You must
was
have been
terrified.
terrified when you were on the stage.
Oh yeah, I was terrified because I had never seen so many people on stage before, and I was a very shy child, and so singing is in front of a lot of people is terrifying to me. Number one, and number two, my mom. It was a multicultural event, and my mom taught me a Filipino song because I'm part Filipino. And I didn't know what the words meant, and so she made me sing this song, and I forgot the words halfway through and lost my voice. But she came up, and I think she helped me, and so that was good. But it's just when you're 5, you're not used to that, and especially when you don't see it on TV or videos or anything like that back then, right? So, but the more you do something, the less fearful you are. And I got over my stage fright finally. I still get nervous every once in a while, but not to the extent that it was. And I think that's probably why I sang with my sister for so long, is because it was nice to have somebody there. And I prefer singing with other people and with the backing. I like singing in a duo because I love the harmony. But when I sing at retirement homes, I sing with backing tracks so that I still have that harmony. And the residents can hear the songs of their youth in that format. And so it really, to watch them as I'm singing, it perks them up. Like they'll be, oh, like I remember this, even though, like, say they're in a dementia ward, they will remember. And so that's really, a cool thing to experience.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice for yourself and nice for them as well. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely nice experience. And obviously, you've done obviously. Like you said, you've opened up with some big USA acts like Sammy Kershaw. I think Sammy Kershaw is a very big USA act. As when I typed his name in, it came up like massive views and millions of views and stuff. So how did that happen? Where you were opening up with so many big USA acts. How did that happen?
Well, for that particular show, it was Sammy Kershaw, Colin Ray, and Aaron Tippin, and it was just a traveling show uh, presented by, I think, Charisma Entertainment. And Charisma, we know the promoter, and so they asked us, and so we performed in Kindersley, Saskatchewan. That was my first experience performing back in Saskatchewan, because since that's where I'm from, but only this time with a band. So it was very, very, a very good experience for sure. I'd love to do more of that, and hopefully we get the opportunity to do that. Although right now we're focusing on our own shows, and we're self-managed, so it's really a lot of work, but it's work that makes it feel worth it at the end of the day. I'd rather be doing this than a day job where it's sucking the life out of me, and I feel like I have a purpose, and
Yeah.
I want to help people, inspire people with the messages within my music, but also with what I do. I do remember performing my very first time with a band, and I was petrified. It was my very first time, and this one girl in the audience said, "Oh my God, like I just want to be like you. That's what I want to do when I grow up." And I'm like, "Wow, that's so nice to hear that." Yeah. So, and now I
Wow.
teach young budding vocalists, and it's so nice to see them soaring. You know, and I feel like I'm still an emerging artist too, because I've been doing so much behind the scenes, and I really haven't had a strong foothold in any genre. But I just do what I love to do, and I hope other people enjoy it as well. I don't aspire to be, famous or anything like that. I mean, I won't say no. If that ever happened, I wouldn't say no to $1 million, a $1 million record deal, or I would just I would embrace it, but also it's been very um, awesome being an independent artist too, because you get to make all your own decisions, but sometimes those decisions are very hard to make, and so it's sometimes easier if a record label was to just say, just do this and do that and do this and just show up. I'm like, okay, but yeah, whatever. That might happen in the future, might not, but I'm just happy with what I'm doing at the moment, and that's creating a lot of music right now. I've been working with a songwriter named Kevin Fry, and we are working on our 14th song, so we have a
Wow.
lot of music to come out very, very soon. So hopefully we're actually going into the studio on Friday, so I can't wait.
Is it? I can see on the website it says that you're a piano coach,
Beginner piano, yes.
beginner piano coach.
Yeah. I do play, but not really on stage. I just if I had roadies to bring everything for me, including my guitar, that would be great. But I just don't right now. Maybe in the future, but I have patience to teach the young ones the basics and the fundamentals of music, and so I believe that I think music is very important in one's life, and it has been proven to expand your brain capacity and your it's just a the universal love language basically. So I'm just happy and blessed to be immersed in all facets of music right at the moment.
Yeah, and yeah, definitely. So, is it like you teach them via online? Is it like online teaching, or is it like face-to-face teaching?
Well, I have been teaching since 2011, and I find it easier to teach piano students in person. When the pandemic happened and I had to teach online, I was petrified. I was like, oh, how am I going to do this? Like, I can't guide their fingers. I can't even see their fingers half the time. And it was just really, really tough. I had to have my book, their book. I had to, we had to position cameras just so, and we had to make sure that we had functioning and good internet that wasn't dropping in and out. And I remember that first half a year, I would teach at one location and it would just keep dropping out. And I thought, how am I going to do this? But teaching, I do teach online in like vocals and in person as well. I always like teaching in person better, but I do teach online as well. And that's fine because sometimes people, I think after COVID, some people just enjoy learning in their pajamas and in the comfort of their homes. And that's awesome. Like if they, and it is a time saver instead of dealing with all the traffic. So it's the internet has definitely opened up so many different avenues.
Yeah, I've for my main job, obviously, this obviously isn't my main job. If it was, it'd be fantastic. But yeah, and even with that, when we had a chance to work from home, it was more like, yeah, let's try working from home, and then afterwards, companies, a lot of companies in the UK, they got used to people working from home, and they go, yeah, this is actually cheaper for us, you know. Um, so and then people started liking the advisors, and people started liking as well. Like, yeah, it's saving us money. Let's just keep on working from home instead. So
Yeah, like if they can remove the brick and mortar buildings and give you guys all raises, hey, why not, right?
exactly, yeah,
And don't have to pay for parking and deal with
yeah,
traffic.
I'll do all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, but it like for me, I it's nice to be able to have that opportunity to teach both in person and from home. Um, but during COVID, it was really hard for me to deal with for performing because I wasn't used to doing online performances and accepting tips. Um, and luckily, our government was able to provide, a small donation of money to help
yeah,
sustain us, but it just wasn't enough for me. And also, it just, it took our livelihoods away. It just, and I thought that I'd get so much done, but I really didn't. I don't know. Anyway, it was a nice little break because I was almost suffering burnout. I was going full tilt with so many bands, and so it gave me some time to really reflect on what was important and, you know, um, what direction I really wanted to go in, and a
yeah,
chance to write some songs and record some songs. And I actually have a really hard rock / metal project that I'm still working on, but I also have an EP that I'm working on that is more alt rock, like more Canadiana. You know, you've heard the term
excuse me.
Americana, but this is Canadiana, so has elements of rock. But yeah, it's you'll just have to hear it one day.
Yeah, definitely. And so the single which says on your website, you don't get to win. Is that the single you're working on at the moment, or is
No,
it?
I worked on that in during COVID.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
a friend of mine, she found out she had cancer,
Oh
and
no.
yeah, I was staying overnight at her house one night, and we were just having some drinks, and that that night she said she heard some lyrics in her head, so she wrote them down before she went to sleep, and in the morning she says, let's write a song. I said, okay. And it was her song that was it was a song dealing with her struggle with cancer, with trying to fight it. And so normally I like to finish the lyrics and then, take a little bit of a breather and then go home and let the music percolate. But that day I just thought, no, I'm going to power right through, and so I came up with two melodies, and she chose the one, and that's the one that you hear. And unfortunately,
Right.
she didn't make it, but that is
Oh,
my
right.
tribute to her and her fight for cancer. My dad also passed away from cancer as well, and so I dedicate that one to anyone who is struggling with cancer, and so to never give up the fight. And
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. It is a
yeah,
thing.
and
Yeah.
that and that is oh
Yeah.
that is actually a country song, and she loved country, and I wasn't going to go in that direction, but that's what she wanted, so I honored her wishes.
Well, that's a really nice. That's absolutely is very nice what you did there. Definitely no, absolutely. Yeah. It is a tough thing, and obviously, absolutely. And yeah, you've so is it the EP which you said you're working on? Is that the work which you're doing at the moment? The EP or
Well, um, right now we're just, yeah, an EP is what we're working towards, or an album. It just depends on how you know many songs we can record that. um, I don't actually know. We're just kind of go playing it by ear. It would be nice to do a 6-song EP. We have 14 songs, maybe a 7-song EP, but just because we write a song doesn't mean it's going to be good, right? So sometimes, you have to write a lot to be able to pick the best. And so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to just go for it. And an EP is easier than producing a full album. And these days, people just listen to singles anyway. So, but this EP will be, yeah, it just, I've gone through a lot in my life, and hopefully, my experiences with what I've gone through will help other people. And I'm going to be writing in, like, I feel it's easier to express that stuff through music than it is for me to just say, like, on Facebook or something like that. It's so blatant, I like to say things in a poetic way with music, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm really looking forward to working with a new producer and getting a new vibe going. I don't think I've ever put out anything quite like this, so it's going to be interesting to see where this direction takes me.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. And this is obviously your YouTube channel as well. YouTube / at
Yeah.
Dahlia Wakefield.
Oh, there's so much old stuff on there. I need some new stuff.
No, I'm sure you get some new stuff added on there.
Oh
Definitely,
yes, yes.
definitely. I mean, you totally shocked me when you said you had 5 bands. I was totally stunned. I was like, what? Five
Oh
bands? It's very managing one band is very difficult itself, and 5 bands it must be very hectic. Uh,
well, there's a couple that I don't perform with all the time. They're very sparsely booked. Like for instance, my band Shocker, because actually I don't have to be the band leader for that one. So that one's just my get ready and go gig, and I don't have to really make any big decisions for that one. The other ones I do, like the Villains, uh, well, and Kerosene Brigade and Dirt Road Angels. Well, we're we're a partnership, so but there is still always a lot of work to do because um, we got big dreams. So and we don't have a manager that does all the business stuff, and so we have to do it, and we've done it for a long time, so we're used to doing it, and yeah, that's okay. But it does take a little bit away from the creative side, but we've managed to find a balance of doing both, so which is very important because we haven't, well, our last CD was Extra Dirty, and that was uh, released in 2018, and since then we've only been releasing singles. For instance, Dance in the Rain, that was recorded, the video was recorded in my basement during COVID, and we had a million feathers to clean up, so you'll have to just check out that that song, Dance in the Rain. And I think we've put out Dance in the Rain, Where is the Love, Christmas Party, and now we're and Pour Us is our newest single, and we're working on 2 others right now. So that's really exciting for that end of things, and also working on the details of our Decade of Dirt tour. So it would probably be easier working with a tour manager, so maybe we'll think about that. So we're not so busy.
And okay, and the music is available via your website, or is it available via the the online iTunes, Google Music, these kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, all our music is on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer,
So
Amazon Music.
do they type your name to find it, or do they have to type the band's name?
Oh, well, my name, Dahlia Wakefield, has only my originals, and the songs that I've sang on, I've been singing on other people's music as well. Like, for instance, Tommy Shafe, Sterling John, Zachariah, and pretty soon I'll be in the studio recording for Martin Collins III. But for Dirt Road Angels, we have our own. Yeah, so just type in Dirt Road Angels, and we have a lot of really cool videos, especially Extra Dirty. That one is my most favorite video production ever. We were covered in mud, and it was just the best day. We had beautiful weather, and everything went off without a hitch. It was, and the video really encapsulated all of that. And so, yeah, and it's also a song that was, I guess, #1 on the Euro charts or something like that. And yeah,
it's done massive. I mean, the Road Angels. I mean, if you type in YouTube, I type the name in YouTube, your band's name, and it come up with thousands and thousands of views per music single. So you can tell the craze is there. There's a lot of craze for it, demand, lot of demand for it. So it's done really well, and obviously we can see. So do check it out. Do type a name, and do check out the website as well, which is obviously wakefield.com. And do check out her YouTube channel. She'll be adding a lot of stuff on there as well. And obviously do check out her latest music on there, and she'll be releasing a lot of new music. And we'll try to mention when she releases something as well, hopefully on the woman agenda as well. We'll try to mention it on here, give it a bit of a shout out and on there. So that this is obviously the YouTube channel again on there. It has been a pleasure, Dahlia. Thank you very much for coming on, first of all, and it's been great to have you on.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I was very skeptical when I saw this message come through on Twitter, and I was like, oh, okay, well, sure, let's do it.
Yeah. I don't know if you had many people sending you messages on Twitter saying, "Do you want to
Not
come
Twitter.
on?" No.
So
Yeah.
usually Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Instagram, I don't use as much as I use Twitter, to be honest. And there's a lot of recording artists who contact me via Twitter as well. And the others, they email me, send me messages on via my email address. Which anybody you can get in touch, talentspotlight309@gmail.com, and lots of inquiries via email. So yeah, it works both ways. Social media is good in that way. On there, so we wishing you all the best for your new music. I'm sure you'll do well, and
Thank you.
And all the best for your upcoming tours as well. Thank you very much, Dahlia, and have a fantastic rest of the day as well.
Oh, thank you. You too, Raj. All right, take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello, guys. Thank you very much for watching this live interview with another amazing female artist. And like I mentioned, the Magic Mind totally helped my life. Made sure I stayed in focus. Made sure I stayed mentally aware. The mental awareness, which is essential in doing everyday stuff. It made my mornings incredible. If you want to improve your lifestyle and make your mornings incredible, make your day special, then head over now on our special link, which is magicmind.com/woman agenda. That's magicmind.com/woman agenda. Do not forget to put the special code for all of you amazing viewers. Is enter this code. It's Raj20. That's Raj20 is the code. And do not forget it's Raj20. It just says enter code. That's not the code. So it's Raj20 is the code. Make sure you put that in, which is magicmind.com/woman agenda. We will be back very soon with another amazing female artist. Until then, take care of yourselves and have a nice day.